Yeah, so from there, that video cutted, but it's continuing from where we left off, which means from here, I will multiply both sides by d over dx. Even here, I will multiply both sides by d over dx. So from there, I'm going to use what? Product rule, because I have two things. This is my f, this is my g. Even this side, I'm going to use product rule. This is my f, this is my g. So I will do what? I will derive the first function. Deriving y, I will get what? I will get 1. Then I do what? I derived y with respect to x. I keep the e to the what? To the cos x. I say plus. I keep the y. Then I do what? I derive e to the something. Is going to become e to the cos x multiplied by derivative of cos x, which is negative sine x multiplied by the derivative of x, which is 1. Then from there, we're going on the left hand side. On the right hand side, we derive y, x, we get 1. So we keep the sign of y, we say plus. We keep x, we derive sine y, I will get cos y. I derive by the derivative of y, which is 1. I tell them I derived y with respect to x, which means from here, I'm going to group these people. I put them on the left hand side, whatever that is here. So which means on the left hand side, I will have what? E to the cos x dy over dx minus x cos y, and then dy over dx. Then the rest is going on the what? On the right hand side. So if we can check, this negative here will basically go here. Then here we have a positive. So which means that one is going on the right hand side, I will remain with what? With sine y. Instead of negative, is going to be positive y sine x e to the what? E to the cos x. Then I remove common factor of what? Of dy over dx. So I will remain with what? E to the cos of x minus x cos of y. Then I have what? I have the sine of y plus y, the sine of x, the e to the cos x. So from here, I will divide both sides by this guy. So when I divide both sides by that, I will get what? I will therefore get that my dy over dx is equal to the sine of y plus y, the sine of x, e to the what? E to the cos x, all divided by what? By e to the cos x minus x cos of y. From there, we found our dy over dx using implicit. So we are going to number 10. On number 10, I'm going to do the same thing, d over dx. I have the sec y, which is equal to d over dx. I have the what? I can just simply say, to ignore the part of but it's not even necessary to ignore that part. We can do it. I will use the quotient rule here to derive this. So to derive sec y, derivative of sec y is going to be what? Is going to be sec y by itself multiplied by the tan y multiplied by the derivative of y, which is equal to 1. Then I tell them I derived y with respect to x, which is equal to. Then on the right hand side, I will use chain rule. I derive y first. I will get 1. Then I have the dy over dx. I keep what? The x, because derivative of f over g is equal to f prime multiplied by g minus f multiplied by g prime divided by g squared. Which means from there, I will have what? Minus. I keep the y, I derive x, I get 1. I say all divided by what is going to be x squared. So remember, my aim here is to find the 2, dy over dx. So I will have to multiply both sides by the x squared, ne? Which means I'll multiply this side by x squared. Let me change the color. I multiply both sides by x squared there. I multiply here by x squared, so that this one cancels that one. So I will remain with what? With x squared sec y tan y dy over dx, which is equal to what? Which is equal to x dy over dx minus y. From there, I can basically do what? Group these two things, put them on the left hand side. But if you can work well, you can basically see that when I remove the dy over dx, if you can work forward, so this one is going to go to this side, ne? Which means it's going to be negative whatever that is here. So which means when I remove the common factor, I will remain with the x squared sec y tan y minus the x, which is equal to negative y, if you can see. Therefore, or you can just do it manually. The dy over dx is equal to what? Is equal to negative y, all divided by what? All divided by x squared sec y tan y minus x. From there you are done. You find your dy over dx. Oh, this one is repeating. Let's move this side. So from here, which means I'm going to do what? D over dx of what? Of e to the something up there. We're going to use the quotient rule to derive that one. This side I have x to the 4 plus y to the 4. Understand? So when we derive there, when I derive on the left hand side, I will get e to the y multiplied by what? By the derivative of whatever that is on top. So I'm going to use what? The quotient rule. I'm going to derive x, I get 1. I keep y, I say minus. Then I do what? I keep x, I derive y, I get 1. I tell them I derived y with respect to x. Then I divide by what? I divide by y squared, which is equal to, on the right hand side, to derive x to the 4, I get 4x cubed plus 4y cubed. I tell them I derived y with respect to x. Then from there, I can multiply both sides by the reciprocal. By the reciprocal of what? Of remember this and this one, they are dividing each other. I can multiply both sides by the reciprocal of them, which is y squared e to the x over y. Then even this side, I will multiply by the same, which means, but let me not do it that way. I will have y squared over e to the x y. From here, this one cancels that one, this one cancels this one. So I am left with what? With y minus x dy over dx, which is equal to, I can distribute that there. I will get what? I will get 4x cubed multiplied by y squared divided by e to the x over y, ne? Plus on this part I will get what? I will get 4y to the 5 divided by e to the x over y. Then I have the dy over the dx. So I can keep these ones on the left hand side. But for me, I can take this one on the right hand side, that it can change the sign to have two things, which means this part is going on the right and what this part is going on the left. So which means I will basically have what? I will have 4 y to the 5 divided by e to the xy dy over dx plus x dy over dx, which is equal to, so don't forget that we are going to have what? Y minus 4x cube y squared divided by e to the x over y. Then from there I remove common factor of everything there, which means I will have what? The dy over dx, all divided by what? By 4 y to the 5, all divided by what? All divided by e to the x over y plus x, which is equal to y minus 4x cube multiplied by y squared divided by e to the xy. From both sides, on this part and on this part, I can do LCD. So doing LCD on the left hand side, I will get 4 y to the 5 plus x e to the x over y, all divided by what? All divided by e to the x over y, which is equal to, on the right hand side I will get what? I will get y e to the, when I apply LCD, e to the x over y minus 4x cube y squared, all divided by what? All divided by e to the x over y. If you can clearly see, these things are the same on the left hand side and on the right hand side, which means they cancel each other. I will remain with what? With dy over dx into what? Into 4 y to the 5 plus x e to the x over y, which is equal to y e to the x over y minus 4x cube y squared. From there I can divide both sides by what? By this guy. So which means therefore my what? My dy over dx is equal to what? Is equal to y e to the xy minus 4x cube y squared divided by 4, or I can just say x e to the x over y plus 4 y to the 5. Then from here you are done. We'll meet on the next question on how to find a d squared over dx squared using implicit differentiation.